Hey, I'm Alex with Marc's Mobility. In this video, we're going to show you my top 5 folding power chairs of 2025. Number 5 on my list is going to be the Aerolux by Buggy. Now, the reason why Aerolux came in at number 5 on my list is if you go follow through this video, you will see there are going to be similar models to this unit that are going to be a little bit better, but the Aerolux is obviously a folding unit that is going to be lightweight down to that 29-pound range. But once again, there is going to be a lot of accessories that you can add with this unit, so I do like that. Some of the other units don't have the option for all the accessories, and you can get a few different colors on them. But the reason why I put Buggy specifically on here is they give you a 90-day wear and tear on their products. I don't know of any other manufacturer out there that's going to stand behind their product. Even if it's your fault, you mess up an armrest, you mess up a tire, for the first 90 days, they are going to send you a warranty replacement part for free. Now, the Aerolux is going to come with a 300-pound weight capacity, and it is going to have up to 11.2 mile range with a fully Airline approved battery. So due to some of these reasons, this is why number 5 on my list is Aerolux by Buggy. Number 4 on my list is going to be the City 2 Plus by Buggy. Now, I want to mention to you on this list, I have this listed as number 4. It could be listed as number 1 in some scenarios, and the reason it's number 4 is in this video I'm trying to show you what folds and what is probably going to be some of the lighter weight units. But this unit, the Buggy City 2, is going to have a 395-pound weight capacity. So nothing else on this list is going to have above 300-pound weight capacity. So if you are over 300 pounds, the City 2 Plus, it would be number 1 in that category. So once again, it's a 395-pound weight capacity unit. It is going to have the 90-day wear and tear like we talked about because it's manufactured by Buggy. It is going to have a handle on your right hip, so it will have a reclining backrest so you can get comfortable in the unit. And then it also has a depth adjustable foot plate, which does adjust out 3 to 4 inches. So it can get really comfortable in this unit. The unit also comes with spacers, so you can adjust the distance in between the armrests up to almost 23 inches in between the armrests. Now, once again, it is going to be somewhere upper 60-pound weight range. You are able to take tires off and still fold it without the tires and motors and bring it down in the 40-pound weight range. But I'm strictly in this video kind of looking at stuff of, hey, what folds, what's going to be lighter weight, because typically in that 60-pound range is going to be a little bit too heavy for individuals, but it is a customizable unit. You can get different seat options on here. It is going to have a little bit faster speed, a little over 4 miles an hour. And then you do have dual batteries on the unit, so you are going to get a pretty good distance on this unit as well. So it's a very comfortable unit. Once again, they stand behind the product with the 90-day wear and tear, and it is the best folding unit for people that are over 300 pounds. So that is why on my list, number 4 is the City 2 Plus by Buggy. Number 3 on my list is going to be the Phoenix by ComfyGo. Once again, this might also be able to be classified as number 2, but there's a couple reasons why I left it at number 3. The Phoenix is going to have a 286-pound weight capacity. You are going to have the widest distance in between the arms with the 300 and under pound folding units. It's going to be 20 inches in between the arms. But once again, it is not the full 300 pounds. It's 286 capacity. Now, this unit as well is going to come with dual battery standard, 1 on each side. It's really neat. You have a switch that you can switch from one battery to the other, and you're going to get either up to 15-mile range or up to a 25-mile range. And I do want to mention that either battery you upgrade to, both batteries are going to be fully approved for cruises, planes, and trains. It is also going to come with a wireless remote control. So whether you're a caretaker or if you're sitting in the unit and you want to drive it, but you don't want to extend your arm out onto the joystick knob, you can control it from a hand remote, and it will drive up to a distance of up to about 60 yards on a wireless remote. Now, the Phoenix is going to come in at a lightweight. The unit is 35 pounds with both batteries. The batteries are very easy to remove. If you remove the batteries, you can get this unit down to 29 total pounds. and it does fold up a little bit differently than some of the other units. It's going to fold more like a manual chair, so you can fold it in the upright standing position as compared to a folding down position like a lot of the other folding ones in this video. A couple other great things about the Phoenix is it is going to have a bunch of different color options, so it is a really good looking unit, and you can kind of customize it with the 5 or 6 different color option overlays that you can get with the unit. It is going to be a very quiet driving unit as well. And then they also built into this on the joystick a USB and a light, and the light has 3 different settings, whether a full bright, a lighter dim light, and then also a strobe light. So I think that's pretty cool for driving it at night. That strobe light is going to make you very visible if you are driving in a dark terrain. So that is why on my list, number 3 is going to be the Phoenix by ComfyGo. On my list is the Jazzy Carbon by Pride Mobility, which comes in at number 2. Now this used to be number 1 in my 2024 folding power chair video, but a new release product by Pride Mobility went into that number 1 spot. So this was number 2, and the reason why I have it at number 2 is the price point on the Carbon is going to be a little bit cheaper than most everything else on this list. Now it is a slight bit heavier. It is a 300-pound weight capacity unit that is going to go up to 9 miles on a charge. Now the unit does only come with 1 battery. There's not an option to dual up the battery, so the 9.3 mile range would be your longest distance unless you wanted to carry a secondary battery with you, but it does not mount on the unit. Now the Carbon has been out for well over a year. We've sold hundreds of this product, so it's a very well tested product on the market, and many people really do like it. But the unit is 43 pounds with the battery, and if you remove the battery, you can get the unit down to 39 pounds. So it's a little bit heavier than number 3 on my list, and that's when I mentioned earlier 3 and number 2 could kind of swap back and forth. So if overall weight is going to be your primary concern, well then maybe go ahead and look at number 3. If you can go ahead and lift the 39 pounds and you want to save a little bit of money, and you want to buy a product from Pride Mobility, who I believe is the number 1 manufacturer out there on the market, then the Jazzy Carbon is going to be a better option for you. There are going to be 2 different color options you can get with this unit, and there are going to be a few accessories that you're also able to add to the Carbon. Now the Jazzy Carbon, in my opinion, when you're sitting in the unit, is going to be a little bit more comfortable than the number 3, the Phoenix. So when just trying to look at overall size, we'll probably put a video overlay of me sitting in the different units. Once again, a reference would be I'm 6 foot tall, about 210 pounds. So that'll kind of give you a reference if you're watching through these videos of seeing how I look sitting in them. Overall leg room, where your knee height is. So this is why on my list, number 2 is going to be the Jazzy Carbon. Now number 1 on my list for best folding power chairs for 2025 is going to be the new released Jazzy Ultralight by Pride Mobility. I know I mentioned earlier, but Pride Mobility is the number 1 manufacturer. They're the gold standard in this industry just for product development and overall how they run their company. Now the Ultralight is going to be the most comfortable unit in this list. Maybe the City 2 Plus could compete with it, but overall, without having the 300-pound weight capacity range, this is going to be the most comfortable. It's going to have a deep seat. It's going to have a large foot plate. The back is kind of a mesh that gives a little bit. Now you are going to be able to get 2 different battery options. Only one of the battery options is going to be Airline approved. Now this unit is going to have different weights depending on what battery you go with. The non-Airline approved battery is 41 pounds inside the unit. The Airline approved battery is 38 pounds inside the unit, but if you were to pull the batteries out, you're going to get this down to about 33 pounds. Now they do have different accessories such as a headrest and attendant control. They have arm pad covers for the unit. They have cup holders. Overall driving of the unit, in my opinion, it is the most comfortable, which you'll see as well me sitting in the unit. Now the only knock I would say on this is the noise of the motors are probably going to be the loudest on this unit as all the rest of the units. It is going to fold down more in that flat position, but you can stand it up and roll it up in a standing position. Now they improved this over the Carbon for a few different things. The overall size of the seat, obviously trying to get the weight down lower. Now the Carbon does not click when it folds and unfolds, so you have to buy a secondary strap or something to keep it together. Like, excuse me, let me back it up. They actually come with a strap that you can strap and keep the unit together, or you can get some other type of device to hold it. The ultralight clicks in locked place when it's folded and when it's unfolded. In the back of the ultralight, you're also going to have a nice light across the back when you're driving the unit, so you are visible at least from the back side when you are driving at night. The ultralight also comes with a P&G electronics, so this is one of the only ones out there that is going to be programmable. So if you do need to increase or decrease some of the settings inside the parameters that the manufacturer sets, you're able to do that with this electronic system. And I also believe the way you can remove the joystick, the plug, is probably the easiest. A lot of the other ones have twists with pins. This is like a big square 4-pin connector, so you can't go wrong when you're connecting it or disconnecting it from the unit. So to wrap it up, the ultralight, in my opinion, due to the weight of the unit, it is going to be the most comfortable unit out of all of them. And obviously it's made by Pride Mobility, so we know it's made very, very, very well. So on my list, number 1 is going to be the Jazzy Ultralight by Pride Mobility.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.